You never know what you'll find in the universe of my mind.
Okay, it's time for an art journal flip through because I just completed this one just this morning. So I started it on Tuesday, October 1st, 2019, and I completed it today, which is Tuesday, April 11th of 2023. And this is the created out of sequence number 13, if I didn't already say that. So this one has a lot of what I did from lessons people were offering for free. So this butterfly and this mandala, they're made from numbers. Like there's a 5 here and then backwards 5 and then 8 and 3s and 9s. So yeah, this was a lesson, Esty McLeod's, and it was a summit of some sort. Anyway, that was fun. I really enjoyed using numbers to make shapes and things. Like this one has there's 9, and I mean you use the numbers, but you can put them in different orientations and stuff, like a 6. And yeah, I can't remember now all the numbers I used, but anyway, it's cool. I really enjoyed doing that. Okay. Live the moment. Now. I've been trying to learn to do that more and more, but yeah, it's a challenge for me, but I think I'm starting to understand it a little bit better than I used to and stuff. Inspired by Lifebook Creativity and Well-Being Summit. That's what this summit was from the previous one too. It says, I kind of love this page and it's still true today. I kind of do. It's abstract, of course, but yeah. But this was inspired by Amy Miracle's session. This was also in the summit. This was Sarah Trump's summit session. Human salvation lies in the hands of the creatively maladjusted. So you see this writing, this because of the packing tape. I've noticed that that's been happening a lot. So hopefully I'll always be able to read it forever, but it doesn't look good if it keeps doing that. Anyway, this was also the summit. This was Kim DeLau's session. This was also from the summit. Tiffany Goff Smith's session. And there's a show up. And these are These were just fun stick figure or action figures or something. And I guess she's dancing. Salma Darling's Summit Activity. And there are some more show-ups in here. Oh, a mermaid. Sometimes it goes so long that I don't even remember what I did. So it's like somebody else's flip through for me, which is kind of neat in some ways. This was Shiloh Sophia McLeod's activity, and this goes on for a few pages, this session. And she has something, the red thread something or other, and so I did that with some red yarn. And that's where the red yarn thing ends. So I woke up with a story idea, but just a kernel of it, just a little bit of it, and then I had left it. I had drawn this, and then I left it. The whole page was left blank, and then I finally came back and completed it in March of this year. I completed it. And this is supposed to be a city that sort of just appears, but I had a hard time making it. It's like a magical city, and she's climbed really, really high up, escaping from really terrible home life situation and stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's... strangest things show up in my head sometimes when I wake up, or in dreams, or just from stuff I see around me. Speaking of stuff I see around me, there's show-ups. I was about to say this was Effie Wilds, but that looks like Tamara's. Anyway, it was still from the Lifebook Creativity and Wellbeing Summit in 2019. Picture of me on Franklin's and my anniversary. This, I think, is just something that woke up with this page idea in mind, and I think this inspired this, probably. But there's it's a pocket, but it's tucked in so that I don't lose it, but there's also a tuck in here, but I didn't put anything other than this to show that it's a tuck in. was from this is inspired by Julie Faye Van Balzer. And this inspired this, and these are jellyfish. She likes to pretend she can fly like those who perch on her branches. She wonders what's out there beyond her roots. I just had the idea because I have a tiny little punch that makes a 4-leaf clover, and so I just punched it a bunch of times to make flowers, and I was intending to do a lot more, but then I just lost interest in doing it. So, but I liked the way this looked. So I made a pocket out of it and did my journaling on there. Okay, this, I woke up with this image in mind. And these are, I've got some journaling back there. And there's a little critter, friendly alien critter back there. I think this was it one of the lessons? Yeah, this is, okay, so this is inspired by Kim DeLau, and then I just saw, I think I started with this, and then this inspired the different things you see on here, but all of it it started with inspiration from Kim DeLau. I had run out of wax paper, so I started using plastic wrap. But they're, yeah, friendly alien critters. Inspired by Kim DeLau also. This is inspired by my friend Laurie, and I had made the backgrounds and set aside some of the envelopes to make the houses with, and then I had left it, and I finally came back to it. When was it? I can't remember when. But this year, like a short while ago. And there's a cat sticker. Now, they are pockets, but I don't have anything inside all of the pockets. At least I don't think I do. Leave that showing so that I know there's something in there. But yeah, I had fun. I had fun making these. And these are from an old game that Franklin was throwing out because it was not all the pieces and the things were there, and we're never going to play it and stuff. It had been given to him. But anyway, and yeah, just some, these are stickers. Those are stickers. And the backgrounds are scrapbooking paper, and the windows are all made from envelopes, with security envelopes or business mail envelopes. And some more houses like that, still inspired by Larry, and dog sticker, and Dilbert, and book text, and this one does that. And inside I have more of those cards from the game. Those trees are from scrapbooking paper that I fussy cut. Cat sticker. All the windows on all of them are made from envelope windows. Do I have anything in here? Oh yeah, I have some journaling in here. So Saturday, March 11th, 2023. So I finally came back to complete these pages on March 11th. And that door doesn't open, I don't think. No, it doesn't. Dog sticker. Looks a lot like my sister's dog that we recently lost. That was very sad. Thought it was neat if the car parked in the back seat. This was the cover of a notebook. Again, the envelopes are made, the windows are made from the envelope. And then there's a dog sticker. That is from the inside of an envelope, and so is this, of security envelopes, and that's scrapbooking paper. This was an envelope for cards, and there's some more journaling inside there. And then this, just because it looks like a house, I put this piece of junk mail. And that's a sticker from C.O.O.S, a restaurant. This reminds me of something you'd see in the TV show Troll Hunters, an animated series. But it was a show up somewhere in here. Inspired by something left hand. I don't see it today, but I saw it that day. Anyway, I saw this in here somewhere. And yeah, you probably can't see the one that's just in pencil. There. Did I show you the... Yeah, I guess I did, but it's not really all that pretty. This was... this is completely messed up, but I like it anyway. This was inspired by Betty Krause. Abstractly Yours. Must have been a YouTube video I watched or something. These showed up in the pizza pan. We made some homemade pizza, and the cheese that stayed on the pan inspired this. This, I believe, yeah, I see him in here somewhere. Oh, he's right here. I think this is a neat way to start a journaling bit. But And then inspired by the previous entry. So this was inspired by this. So there's a dude on his head and one in his tail. Just an abstract. And I really liked the way that piece of paper towel looked, so. And there's a bunch of show-ups in there, but I don't think I will ever bring them out. So this was my capture sketch. I saw her. We had some blinds on the floor waiting to be put up, and I saw her in the cords from the blinds. Well, yeah, so that was the capture, and this was the result. I think she's freezing. Inspired by James Burke. And it's got some friendly alien critters in there. Tiny one. Karen on HGTV Handmade. This was inspired by so these ones are die cuts, but so I cut up a bunch of these, and then I die cut a bunch of this, and then I cut the stems off of them to make poinsettias with them. It's a good thing I protected that sheet, cause, and yeah, those are die cuts as well. Christmas time, obviously. This was, I traced these from previous entries, and because I saw them and thought they were adorable, and so there you go. And this is Merry Mixed Media with James Burke. Different ways to make Christmas trees. And more of that. Also James Burke, and that's, I traced something that I had printed off from, James Burke has a stamp, I think, that looks like that, or I traced it from one of his drawings or something, and then I just kept using the same one to trace over and over again to do his, because he stamped his, but I didn't have the stamp, so, and then there's some more. I have mixed feelings about Christmas these days, and I was remembering a bunch of people who aren't with us anymore, and so, yeah. More Christmas trees inspired by James Burke, and some more Mary Mixed Media James Burke stuff. I absolutely loved this, and I only just recently came to finish this. But yeah, I loved it. It's one of my favorites that he's ever done. And let's see what else I've got in here. Right, these are the... At the time I was still able to print stuff out, so I did. These are printables from the Mary Mixed Media. And then probably can't see that. Maybe a tiny bit, but... And then this was something that I never finished and decided I wasn't going to finish, but it was also inspired by James Burke. Also, James Burke, Mary Mixed Media. Here, and this is inspired by James Burke as well, for one of his mermaids. And yeah, this is from before I decided I wasn't going to complete this. I even said so right here. You can't really see it, but it's basically just the thing I showed you before on the grid paper. This is inspired by Effie Wild. Darling Human, free lesson. Says I did this on St. Patrick's Day. This is inspired by something, because... this is inspired by Tamara Laporte. I'm pretty sure she had flowers instead of stars. Just a scribble doodle. Just do that and then see what you can get out of it. I love doing that. Pretty sure these were inspired by something, or it was another one of those scribble doodle things. Looks like show-ups. I don't know if you can see. the one he's looking at up there. And then that looks like another one of those scribble doodle things. It's kind of pretty, I like that. Not to brag. Then there are some show-ups here. That was probably too fast. And then one of their lollipop things. My journaling on an egg. And this is inspired by James Burke. I think it's James Burke. It's either James Burke or... Oh, no, this was inspired by something my sister was doing. And then I had lots and lots of ideas. But I never did them other than just write down the idea. Those are just stickers, and the previous page had her on it. But this started out as an idea. That's just a piece of cardstock. And those are stickers. And I just did this. I did this on Easter weekend. Well, I had drawn the stack of the eggs, and I'm pretty sure that this had, when I first started, it was going to look a lot different than it does. I think that I had the idea that I was going to do the eggs cover the whole page, but then when I came back to it, I just did this with it. I had planned on cutting through the whole thing, but it was going to be too hard to do it on that special egg, so I just did it and peeled a little bit of the backing, because this is the back cover. And so yeah, I just did that. And then yesterday I did this on the back, and that's the end of this journal.